What is up, y'all? Today I got me one of these EB01, the Eternal Nexus new booster boxes for Gundam. I also have the starter deck, the Generation Pulse ST10. We're gonna crack these bad boys open and see if we get any cool stuff. I'm gonna start with the booster box just because I feel like this is cooler. And these are pretty cool. All the cards in here are based off the SD Gundam G Generation Gotcha game on the phone. So they're all like very chibi style looking, and like basically all the arts from this is going to be art from the game. I think the only differences are the pluses, which they made the alts look pretty cool in my opinion. I actually really like the alts, the look of the alt arts they made for this set. They made them all look like LR++s in previous sets. So this is like a regular box, 24 packs, 12 cards per pack. The set is smaller than the general, than the usual sets, with only like 90 something cards instead of the 150, 140-ish cards. But same pack size, same number of cards come in them. So let's check out the ratios for these things, and hopefully we hit something cool. So I'm also going to be sorting them as I open them because I like to just get everything ready to go when I'm ready to put stuff away. And I got sleeves ready in case I get some hits. So here's the first one here. Okay, so it looks like there's no more resource or like token. Generally when you open the pack like this, I'll see a red or a yellow. And generally the tokens, the yellow ones, would be a hit, an LR or better. And the reds would be the resources in which they could pretty much have anything. So let's see what we got here. We got a Goth. This is one of the level 3 cards. I don't know what that is. Pixie's pretty cool. This is this has a high maneuver when there's rested units. Epion's pretty cool. Has breach on it. And this set's pretty nice. It only has 3 different colors. It's only going to be a white, blue, or a green card. Some of them are pretty cool. They have some new generic units in here that's nice. They have like a new 3/3 blocker in a white color. That's like it's like a Rick Diaz kind of for G Generation. They also have like a white and green. All right, here's a rare, the Justice. And then, ooh, my first LR, the Gundam Astray red frame. It's pretty cool. It's the one that can stun. It's a pretty interesting card. It's a very techy card. You can exile 2 on main to stun, right? Exile 2 command cards from your trash. Choose one enemy damage unit that's level 7 or lower, and it stuns it, so it won't restand for the player's start turn. It's a pretty cool card, really techy. But you do got to play a lot of command, or you got to have some kind of commands for this. So it's all good. Like I was saying, like there's a lot of cool generic cards in here. What I like the most, I think, is the new white and green Rezel stat line card. It's a level 3, 2 cost, 4/3. Which are pretty nice. Like here's that blocker, the 3/3 blocker, the 2/3/3/3 blocker. That's basically just Rick Diaz. Gundam, MK, Astray. This one's pretty interesting. It's on attack. It heals 1 HP to one of your friendly units. Pretty interesting. Other than that, I haven't looked over too much of this. I like this guy too, the Casvel's Gundam. This thing, you can exile 1, it gains high maneuver during the turn. So it's pretty cheeky if you just need a swing for a game or get into the shields. Base, sure. And then 2 rares. The Tall Geese rare is actually pretty good. On deploy, you can banish 2. And then each player gets an EX resource. This card, when your opponent has an EX resource, it cannot take damage from level 5 or lower units. So this is pretty strong. It's a new way to ramp. It is level 6 though, so it does kind of eat that wing slot from the starter deck, but there's going to be a lot of different ways to use ramping now, so it's pretty cool. The Barbatos Repair 2. During your turn, when this unit recovers HP, choose 1 rested unit, deal 1 damage to it. Oh, it's okay. Alright. I mean, the thing is, I say it's okay now, but who knows? I haven't really tested too much of stuff in this set to really understand how good these things could be, but we'll see as time goes on. I thought this was pretty cool, the Rising Freedom. It becomes a 3/3 when your opponent has 3 or more units, so it's interesting. It helps you swarm if your opponent swarms. Okay, so here's Justice. And then here I got my first R+. Narrative Gundam Apex EX. See what I mean? Like, these things look insane for just being a plus. Repair 2, at the end of your turn, this unit, if this unit is rested, rest all units. If this effect rests 3 or more units, draw 1 card. I don't really know how effective that's going to be. It seems pretty counterintuitive to have all your units be rested and vulnerable. So I'm not sure I really like this card, but it does look insane. Okay, come on. Where's the opening for these? And the quality on these are, you know, Gundam quality. They feel nice. You can feel all the etching. Super pretty card. I thought that was a plus plus. Like I said, they all look like plus pluses in my opinion. And here's that LR. Okay, let's keep going. So far I got 1 alt, 1 LR. Okay, beginning Gundams, 1/1 blocker. I don't like this guy. Weird card. A lot of cards in here have some kind of rest ability, which is pretty nice for control aspects, but I don't know. I think the command cards are kind of weak in my opinion. There's a blue one that's kind of like Overflowing Affection, but you have to discard first, which is less cool, I guess. But you can't add it to hand. Ashray is pretty cool. It gives someone repair on deploy. Okay, and then these are the rares. I actually don't like this one too much. This one on attack, you can dig for a level 5 or higher card. Both players can dig for a level higher card, so it's a little risky. You can give your opponent your boss monsters. Theta, choose 1 rested unit, belongs to another enemy player, set it active, draw 1. It's interesting. Yeah, this set's mainly made for the multiplayer formats. So you'll see a lot of interesting effects that you might not want to see for the standard 1v1s. But some of these may work in conjunction really well with the multiplayer or the 2v2 formats. Big Ring. I think Big Ring is interesting. It helps dig for level 3s, but itself is not a level 3, so it's kind of like counterintuitive. It's rough. And there is a level 3 deck that seems pretty strong, but I don't know. Rare Mir Silva. Rare Talgis. It's pretty cool when Link gives someone Breach. Not bad. Okay. Kind of missing the different colored backs. SP conversion trips, Gundam Riser, Daryl Lorenz. I actually like the Thunderbolt series, so I hope they make this into a main set or something down the road where there's more options to use than the SD Gundam stuff for the Thunderbolt type cards, Thunderbolt theme cards, I say. All right, so here's the narrative. That's the one I pulled the plus with. Here, MAP weapon, burst out of hand, choose 1 to 2 enemy units with 2 HP or less, return to the owner's hand. So this is okay. This feels like graceful, like a different type of graceful demeanor. I think I'd much rather play the graceful demeanor because it activates on burst. This adds to hand. Okay. Thunderblade's cool, but if you're reading it, it gives during your turn, all other G generation units that are level 3 gain +1 AP. So it could even mean your opponents if your opponents are playing level 3 G generations. So it's good, but I don't know if it's going to be crazy. Lower level talkies, special customs, anti-blocker cards. Anti-blocker cards are pretty cool. If only they were made with less conditions. This is like if there needs to be 5 or more enemy units in order to deal 2 to the blockers. So really hard for a blocker deck to have 5 or more units, I'd say. And here's the rare. And here's another LR. So Build Strike Gundam, full package EX, Breach 4. When paired to a G generation pilot, if there are 2 or more G generation units in your trash, place 1 rested resource. Another way to ramp. It's not bad. I think this is actually a good card to kind of ramp with. It does have to pair with a G generation though, and it links to Renji. It doesn't have a generic link. Okay. Let's keep going. I'm trying to read as I go with some of these. This is okay. The G-Quux rare, Breach 3, attack, choose 1 enemy unit with blockers level 5 or lower, do 2 damage to it. It's pretty good. 2 damage doesn't really do too much to blockers though, because a lot of them have 4 health that are generally used, but it could help clean out some that have already been damaged, so not bad. And then the rare behind it was the Zeta, the one to let you draw by setting something active. Go. Rick. Okay, here's one of the GOAT cards. This is the Razel Statline card, the 3/2, 4/3 vanilla green. I like that a lot actually. And then for the rares, I have the Blue Destiny. Okay, so the Blue Destiny attack. If a friendly unit with blockers in play, choose 1 enemy unit level 5 or lower, gains -2 AP. So it's kind of like Kira effect if you have a blocker on the field. Decide Pain. Choose 1 friendly enemy with blocker, it gains +2 AP this turn. So this makes your blockers stronger when you attack. So you can trade up with the blocker on attack. Okay, let's see. Got a tank. Blue dude, white dude. Oh. There's the Renji that pairs to the Build Strike. Full Armor Thunderbolt. Deploy. All players choose 1 of their active units. Rest them. It's pretty. This could be pretty useful. Just everybody rest something. Not bad. Master League begins. Command. Barbatos Lucas Rex rare. Okay. So burst out of your hand. Choose 1 rested friendly G generation unit. Change a battling enemy to this. So it's a change target to this card. It's all right. Repair 2. Deal 1 damage. Yeah, we have one of those already. All right. So far, 2 LRs, 1 plus. Okay. RO. Destroy this unit, destroyed by battle damage. You and the player destroyed it, draw 1. I don't know if I like that. It's not even that strong as a level 3/3, so I don't know. The benefit of giving my opponent to draw also is kind of whack. Big Ring. And then we got Psycho Horror LR, and we got a rare character request. Draw 1 on burst. There are 6 or more rested units, and you draw 2. Okay, cheeky. Psycho Horror EX, pretty cool. When this is rested, all units gain blocker on attack. Level 7 or lower units cannot activate their blocker effect. So this is really hard to block, and when this hits and is rested, everything can block. I would say that card is kind of like the coolest one that came out in this set. I'm assuming some people are going to make some cheeky builds by playing this with Altron Shenlong or playing this with Big Zam even. Okay, last pack from the half. Oh, look at that, we got a token card. All right, so we get a Pixie, Tifa for Dean, Renji. These are good too. These generic level 4/2 costs are pretty good. I like running that kind of stat line. It dodges the level 3 things and it's just cheap to summon. Psycho Zaku is pretty cool. This is the thing that links to Daryl Lorenz. It has suppression, and when paired, choose 1 enemy with repair, return to your owner's hand. So this can just get rid of something with repair, which is pretty strong. I mean, if you're playing against something like the O, it can bounce that whole, like the whole archetype. And a lot of blue cards in this set give repair and stuff like that, so a little techie. And then we got Master League rare. And we got Gundam Exia token. Oh yeah, there is a card that generates token. The LR Exia makes tokens. Okay. So on to the second half here. I guess I would technically need 3 of these if I want to play that card. That card explodes after it attacks and it becomes 3 guys. This one's pretty cool. When another unit that's level 3 is summoned, this gains breach. Pretty cool. I like that mechanic. Cute little mechanic. And whereas here we see the narrative. This is actually one of my favorite cards from this set. This is kind of like earlier bootleg Amuro. So if friendly G generation unit is in play, choose one enemy unit that's level 3 and you can rest it. So this can rest a lot of those early game blockers, or it can rest those kind of aggressive decks. You can rest some of their weenies and swing into it with whatever you link this with. It's generic G generation link, and it's a support trait, so it has a lot it can link to in this. Conversion chips, Power Blade, Cassilia Zabi, Minori. This gives those level 3s all +1 on your opponent's turn. It's cheeky. That's why I decided to build a level 3 deck, but I don't know how effective it's actually going to be. Oh, this was go here. Eternal Road. Here's Silver Rare. And here's the Exia. Exia LR has Breach 5 during pair with a G-Gen pilot. At the end of your turn, you may destroy this unit and deploy 3 Gundam Exia G-Generation tokens, 2/2s. So this guy, you can pair it, swing it, and then replace it with this. Well, 3 of these. I guess having the numbers sometimes is good to just end the game with if you need to just push for game. Getting the numbers is really nice. So cool card, very cool concept. It's kind of like a Zeong, like a weird way to make one guy into 3 other guys. All right. Seagok. And this isn't all the units in the phone game, so I'm assuming they're going to do a lot more of these G-Generation crossover with new cards. So expect to see a lot more of these chibi robot things going forward into the future of the game. Doggies. And, ooh! Striker Custom EX. So during pair attack, choose one enemy unit level 4 or higher. It gains -2 AP during this battle. Okay. They look cool, but I think I'm kind of cooked with this one. You know what I mean? I got a R+ and a U+. I was really hoping for the Haro or for like the Exia or the big blue guy with the cannon. I don't know. I forgot the Gundam name. But that guy would be an awesome plus to get too. Okay, here's my other plus. So 2 pluses so far. In most boxes, this is it. But this is the first side set, so I'm not sure what the ratios are. Also 4 LRs. Let's keep going. This is fun. I know some people are looking forward to playing more different styles. So this opens up the oh crap! This opens up the floodgates for the new formats. Now I don't know how much support for the new formats we're going to get at our local scene, tournament wise, but I know players would like to play this multiplayer format or the 2v2 format more often. It just, I think it takes a lot more effort to organize and run. So that's why we haven't really been doing too much. There's only one store in the area that really runs 2v2 somewhat consistently, but even so, they don't have too many players to show up. And sometimes when the players do show up, they're still scrounging, looking for teammates. Here we go. Another build strike Gundam LR. That's my second one there. Okay, so that's 5 for the LRs. Okay, 5 LRs. What would save me right now would be a plus. That would be kind of sick. But I think there's only one. I think it's only that Phoenix, which I don't even know if it's in the set. I think it's an LR plus of a card in the starter deck. Oh, this is the white Rezel Statline card. The 3/2, 4/3 vanilla card. MVP weapon. What's that? Approaching the end, looks like only 5 packs down there left. And I still don't have enough tokens to play the Exia is the problem. They should have made those 3 per box guaranteed. Okay, MVP weapon, G-Quux. We've seen those already. Ready? Epion's pretty cool too. There are 2 or more enemy players. Choose 1 to 3 friendly units to gain breach. So only works in a multiplayer type of style, but it makes your whole freaking board have breach is pretty strong. Okay, here's that guy, the high new Gundam. This is the guy I was talking about with the big gun. It would have been sick to get an ult of this. I don't know if there's an ult of that, but it would have been sick to get it. So on deploy, if there's a friendly G generation unit in play, you can rest 1 unit belonging to each enemy player, and it's unrestricted. So you can rest huge things, small things, whatever you want. And during link, once returned, if 3 or more other units are rested, you can set this as active. So you can make this guy restand once per turn. It doesn't say you can't attack again, so you can technically swing twice with this guy, or you can restand it just to make it safe from getting swung at. Okay, 4 packs left. And I think this is actually my favorite card from this set, the High New Gundam. Yo. Dang it. Okay. Ooh. Okay, so another R+. So it looks like we're getting 3 pluses in a set, I think. I mean, I still have 3 packs left, so we'll see. But this is the Tall Geese, the one that on pair you can deploy a resource. Pretty cool, actually. I think that one's pretty hype. I think that one might actually see some play. So it's another R. This is an R+, yes. Another rare. Okay, 3 more packs. That goes there, he goes here, here. Yeah, I'm assuming they're gonna release different colors in the future for the G generation stuff. Right now, it's just the first wave, and I don't even think it's gonna be that bad. I like how the pilots, a lot of, oh nice token. A lot of them have just the G generation link stat line, and all the pilots have G generation on them. So this pilot, the G generation deck is very versatile in a way, like meaning you could build it in a lot of different ways. I don't know what the optimal way is, and my goal is to try to figure that out. But even so, I don't know if this is the type of deck I'd like to play. I still like playing my Providence deck, and actually I've been having a lot of fun playing Clan. Good hit here, I like that. And then last pack. Alrighty, boom, boom, boom. Freedom, blue, and Strike Freedom EX. So it's pretty good. This is has high maneuver, so it can't be blocked. And then on deploy, you can choose 1 enemy unit with 4 less HP belonging to each player, return them to hand. So this is kind of like L Strike Kira combo, but just on a deploy at a level 7. So not bad, but this is gonna be the generic ratios. It looks like we're getting 3 pluses, and I think it's still 8 LRs like normal. Let me see. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 LRs, 3 pluses. Unless I missed one and threw it in here, but that looks like it's gonna be the ratios for this set. Like I said, this set looks really cool, very flexible. Looks like I only got 2 tokens, so I wouldn't be able to use the Exia in official play. because I'm missing one more token. I wouldn't be able to use this effect. But I mean, getting that token shouldn't be that hard. But that's one of the box. That's one box for Eternal Nexus. This is kind of what it's looking like. So it's not bad. It's cool. I mean, like I said, I mainly picked this up for some of the staples, and you know, maybe if stuff pops off in the G generation, I'll have a little bit of it to be ready to use. Otherwise, I feel like I cooked on these, but these look crazy though. The pluses in this look actually amazing. See, the textures are insane. All right, so now let's go to the starter deck. Well, it's buried beneath all this packs. Okay, so here's a starter deck for ST10 Generation Pulse. Hoping for a God deck. Well, actually, I'd rather put that towards a different starter deck, but if I get a God deck, that'd be sick. Okay, not a foil G generation resource, so I'm assuming it's not a God deck. As always, you get a little playmat with all the rules in it, and that's the box. Okay, you got one pack with the Generation Pulse bonus. Let's save that till after I look at what's in here. So you take the plastic off. Okay, and then so you get resources. You get 10 of these G Eternal resources. Pretty sick. I mean, they look good ad for the game. And then here's the LRs. You get the Zeta Gundam, the one that can restand when destroy something. 2 of those. And the Phoenix. So during pair, when this unit destroys an enemy unit with battle damage, choose one enemy unit with 3 or less HP, return it to the owner's hand. It's okay. It's not that bad. It's pretty. I mean, it's pretty cheap. It's a level 5/3 cost. So usually, if their cost is 2 from their level, the effect ain't that crazy. But it's not bad. I think the main thing in the starter deck for me would be this, the Camille. So this is a new Camille pilot, which links to all the old Camille cards as well. So it's pretty cool. You can put this on Zeta, it will gain haste. You can put this as Biosensor, it can gain haste. But Biosensor with G generation might not mesh too well. But this is awesome. If there are 2 or more rested units in play, you can pair this. When this is linked, you can rest something lower level than the linked unit. So it's good. Mainly it's just for the name to be able to activate the haste. This is the other pilot, Mark. When paired, choose one enemy unit level 5 or lower, it gains -2 during this turn. It's kind of like a freedom effect. It's not bad, but I don't think it's that crazy. This is the other card I think is the star of the show. The Zeta Gundam, the 5/4. On deploy, develop 2, so you banish 2, and then you can rest something with 4 or less HP. So I think this is crazy too. Also links to support trait and Camille, so you're flexible with playing it in the G generation mix. As long as you're playing Camille as well, you have a lot to link to. This Vanilla 2/2 also links to Camille, but I don't think it's anything crazy. Super Gundam, just a repair 2, no link. Nemo, it's cool. It's a generic 2/1, 2/2. Barbatos 4th form. When linked, develop 2. Choose one command card that's level 4 lower in your trash, add it to your hand. So this helps you recycle. It's kind of like the aerial rebuild, except you have to banish 2. It's worse than that one. But playing in different decks gives you different options. Gundam Barbatos 1st form. So development 2 on deploy, draw a number of cards equals to the enemy players and discard the same amount. So this really helps you filter your hand out. This is a new blocker, the Grays dual type. You get 4 of these, it looks like. It's a linkable. When it's linkable, it means the stat line usually takes a hit. So it's only a 2/3 blocker at this stat line. And then you have a 2/2 mobile worker Tekadon blocker. This is kind of mid. This is actually very mid. It's a 2/1 stat line as a 2/2 blocker. Like this, Zawart is like the same thing. Cost wise, but way stronger. So command spells, you get tactical training. Choose one G generation as level 5 or higher. Recover 2 HP, and it gains 2 AP. It's all right. This one's okay. Unlocking the development diagram. This is the one that's kind of like Overflowing Affection, where you would draw 2. It's like a net 0 card, right? So this says you can discard a G-Gen unit card. So discard a G-Gen unit card. If you do, you could play this as a 2-cost card, and then you draw 2. So you're trading this card and a card from hand, and then you're drawing 2. This is why I say, like, this card is not bad, but Overflowing Affection is just better, because you're still going net 0 and you're still seeing 2 cards. And you could filter better too. You have one more option to filter from. So this is just a worse version of that, but they gotta come up with new things, right? Fuse beam cannon, bad. It's like an unforeseen incident, but a linkable or a pilot half one. So I mean, it's okay. For bases, you got this Luna Mana. All friendly G-Gens heal 1. All right, and then other than that, you get a EX base of Zeta, and you get an EX resource with kind of like the cover of the game. It's pretty cool. And then you get these things that no one uses. But that's it. Let's see what I got in the bonus pack. Hopefully it's one of the pluses. Oh no. Alright, so I got the Diffuse Beam Cannon. Not what I wanted to see, but it is what it is. Alright guys, that's the reveal of the Starter Deck 10 and the EB01 Eternal Nexus. Let me know what you guys think. If you guys have builds in mind, please share them. I would like to see what kind of things people are doing with this set. So, alright, thank you guys very much. See ya.